everybody, this is Kaiji here, and yes, the extended look for Godzilla 2014 has just hit the web. Wow, it's called Godzilla Extended Look. What a creative name, but wow, does this show a bunch of footage. I'm not sure if this should be referenced as a trailer or just an extended look or just a sneak peek. I really can't tell, but it really does show some complete shots of some things. Maybe there's some things that are kind of edited and cut it out. But yeah, this is amazing. I just barely watched it. 2 minutes, 30 seconds long. I'll leave the link to this awesome extended look in the description below. It's epic. So yeah, this music and all these clips are owned by Warner Brothers, Legendary, and their respective owners. Warner Bros. Logos and Legendary. And then we see this like camera panning up, and we see a mountain, and in the distance you can see another mountain. But you can also see from what it looks like the nuclear plants.
Alright.
We see some. This is definitely in Asia and around those places, because these houses are kind of look like from Asia. So, and they even have Japanese lettering right here. So, definitely in Asian places these this nuclear plants. So yeah, we see the houses right in front. In the background, you can see the nuclear plants.
Let's make this quick.
Julia Binoche, which is Bryan Cranston's wife in this film, is getting ready to do, I don't know what she's doing, but she's with some 2 men, and they're putting their masks on. I'm not sure what experiment or what they're doing. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe checking out what's a problem or something. I don't know. Looks like Bryan Cranston is like the lead of the nuclear plant. And then Bryan Cranston actually notices high levels of radioactivity.
Sandra, you there?
Yeah, with the walkie-talkie. And then all of a sudden, boom! That's when we see from the international trailer, was it? I think it was international. Where everything blanked out. But we actually see that. And then we see, like, Julia Binoche and the other 2 men. They're, like, scared and frightened. They're looking in the distance. And we actually see, like, a bunch of smoke coming. And this is, I don't think this might be the nuclear plant's fault. Because if you notice, on this scene, it actually kind of shakes the nuclear plant itself. So, maybe radioactivity is that strong, and maybe something else caused this. So we see giant chemical smoke coming, and all 3 are running through the hallway.
Keep the doors open. My wife is still in there.
Very intense scene. Very intense scene, as you heard Bryan Cranston is trying to get his wife, and that the door should still be open. Bryan Cranston is running. It looks like 2 of them already fell. And then Julia Binoche is trying to save one of her partners. And then Bryan Cranston is coming. He's yelling. He looks like he's about to cry. And he has to close it because then all that smoke will actually kill everyone else. So he had to let his wife, die, unfortunately. Very intense scene on May 16th. And the font is way different.
They evacuated us so quickly.
We see Bryan Cranston. It looks like he's kind of depressed, and we see some pictures in the backgrounds. And then we see Bryan Cranston right here. It looks like he's looking through the window, and then he's giving his little speech.
Oh, I did everything I could.
And we see, that's when we see Julia Binoche through the window, and then Bryan Cranston, he's crying. Very sad scene. And then we see, I think that's, no. This is actually, I believe that might be Aaron Taylor Johnson, probably. It looks like he's in a school, because you can tell, because there's all these little materials, such as like a skull from a saber-tooth. I mean, it's not literally a real skull, but, I bet it's just a replica. We see some plants and all that, experiment. We see some books, so definitely he's at school. And in the school, you can actually see the nuclear plant, so that's going to be a very sad moment.
It's not a natural disaster.
We see some employees of the Janjira nuclear plant running away. And we actually notice right here, it says Janjira right there, except it's sideways. We see an extended clip of Sarazawa looking through the tunnel from the teaser trailer.
What's really
And then we see, just like from the main trailer, that trail of dirt.
happening?
Some say it's Godzilla's tail, even though there's no footsteps. Others say it's Vishnu or whatever. I don't know.
Is that you're hiding something out there? I have a right to know!
And Bryan Cranston is actually, he's screaming his lungs out and he's crying, and it looks like he's in this like little room. And then we actually see the scene in Hawaii. Looks like everybody's looking at something, not literally the ocean. They're actually looking at these palm trees and stuff like that. Just enjoyable time. And then we see this little girl walking through, and then we actually see, it looks like her name is Zoe. Her dad gets him. And then there's these ambulance noises. And then the waves are getting bigger and bigger, and then everybody runs. We actually see this dog barking at the waves. He's trying to run away, but he's actually tied up to a tree. But then he actually lets loose. He's running away from the ocean, from the waves. Everybody is like all desperate. Most likely there's some people who are like dead already. Wow. Destruction. Then right here we see, the ocean flooding the cities, town. And then we actually zoom up to this one building in which the soldiers actually shoot flares at something. And what is it? It's Godzilla's hide, or his neck and, that area. Just like from the main trailer. So it looks like Godzilla caused that. Wow, he's a big monster. He really caused big waves. And then we actually see some, I was about to say helicopters, jet airplanes falling from the sky and landing on the ocean. We see the general, which is, what's his name again? Something Richard T. Jones or something. I don't know, but he plays as a mysterious sergeant, probably from the Muto organization. We see him. It's like a watery, backgrounds. And then his face is all wet. And then, jet airplanes fall. And then we actually see the impact of whenever the jet airplane falls. There's, like, water that, falls in their faces. And then we see a very short clip, very small. I really cannot even analyze that. I think it was somebody running. I couldn't really tell. Yeah, it was actually this woman running. It's very rainy. And then we see these projectiles hitting the Golden Gate Bridge. We see, that's David Strathairn, I believe. So I think the video camera, I can't really tell what the video cameras in the back it is, but there's some video cameras around 4 panels where you can see some little footages, but I can't really tell what they are. It's kind of blurred out, but he's just looking at something. Then we see this one particular soldier turning on his flashlight. Looks like they're in the forest where they found that goop, from the main trailer in the bomb or something. And then that's when, we see from the main trailer, he's putting his hand on the goop and then sliding it off. The helicopter crashing on the jumbo jet airplane, just like from the no, that was from the international trailer, but it's a little bit more extended with the speech in the background.
You have family and love.
And then we see, the train being slit in half.
One still in the city.
We see Elizabeth Olsen hugging her son.
And that you
And then we see the missile being carried by this one particular helicopter, just like from the main trailer and international
to
trailer.
help them.
We actually see, I'm not sure what soldier's at, but there's a bunch of soldiers. It's the same scene with, there's one train, and then there's all these bunch of soldiers. There was one that actually went closer to the tunnel, and then all of a sudden the smoke all of a sudden came up. So, I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe the Muto has that ability or something. Or maybe, possibly, that smoke actually malfunctions guns. I really do not know, because whenever it actually impacted the guns, it looked like they weren't working. There was all these little flares and all that, so not exactly sure. Then we see from the international trailer the river flowing with all these debris of the bridge, I believe, and these 2 soldiers looking. Was that a jet? What was that? I think that was a... Yeah, I believe you see a very short clip of an airplane going up in the distance in the sky. I believe that's the airplane for the halo jump. And then we actually see somebody. Who is it exactly? It's a soldier. I believe it's. Yeah, I think this is actually from the halo jump. Yeah, this is from the halo jump. Where Aaron Taylor Johnson, most likely it's Aaron Taylor Johnson, is holding a picture of Elizabeth Olsen or more like his wife and his son. And then he's about to do the halo jump, and the halo jump looks like it's really modified now. Whenever they go down, it looks very cute. And then we actually see Godzilla very quick, and this time you actually see a lot of him. Actually, you see a spy. In the teaser trailer there was all this smoke all over his body. Right here, it looks like you can see him clearly. That's super scary, and it's very dark. So you can see him. Wow. And I remember in the Halo jump scene, everybody was saying it wasn't what the teaser trailer was talking about, so maybe the Muto? Not really sure. I can't really say anything because it was very dark.
You have no idea what's coming.
That speech.
It is gonna send us.
And then we see Aaron Taylor Johnson looking up on something in the background, or right in his back. There's a obliterated car.
Stone Age.
And then we see the tail in Chinatown. I believe it's Chinatown because in the background you can see some modern American buildings. So probably Chinatown. And you see his tail, going through the smoke. And then he roars. We actually see a little bit more of the Muto right here. A little bit more. But anyways, the arm comes out. And then, just from the main trailer where the little hook thing just crashes right in front of these soldiers. And then we actually see, I'm not really sure what this is. I think this is actually the demolition. It looks like it's an airplane view. And it looks like this is a regular person. But I think this is the place where the Muto escapes from its little cage, I guess you can say. It escapes because you can see one of the poles actually falling and disintegrating. Very quick scene. But I think the Mutos are actually captive, and then that's when they break loose. So, let me see. It looks like the lights are flashing in this room, and Bryan Cranston is in that room, and he's looking up. And then we see a scene very similar to the 1998, where the spikes are actually coming out of the ocean, just like 1998. There's two soldiers looking. There's one particular soldier actually screaming. Sarazawa. We actually see Steven Sarazawa and Sally Hawkins, which we have barely seen any of them. So probably they might be, very important probably, but I'm not sure. They're running through this. What is it? Like a submarine kind of I'm not really sure. It kind of looks like a submarine or a boat or something. But you see Sally Hawkins in the background as well as Sarazawa running. And then we see the soldiers hanging on this string. It looks like they're kind of trying to help some people, and they're from a helicopter. And then we actually see army personnel actually getting ready to load his gun and shoot. We see the scene with the flares, I guess it is. Yeah, the flares. Yeah, if you actually notice, you actually see some people in this building right here. They're screaming and all this wreckage is happening. But in the back, you can actually see them some 4 soldiers shooting flares. So I didn't notice that. And we see a very quick scene of particularly the Muto. Oh my god. Whoa, very quick. Oh my god, I can't even get the scene. It's like you see the Muto through a train perspective. Oh, I just missed it. There it is. There it is. Whenever the train gets ripped in half, right here you can see the Muto's face. And, whoa, it looks pretty interesting and pretty grotesque, his face. And his mouth, it looks like it's all, it does actually look like the toys a little bit. Except you have all this little, saliva or the skin or something in his mouth area. So that's pretty weird. And it looks like he's about to rip the train in half. So very scary scene. If I was in that train, I was looking at it, I would be terrified. I already know that my death toll is right here. Very quick. And then we see this little time thing. I think this might be from the Janjira probably, but it says 1 hour, 29 minutes, 59 seconds. Not sure what that is supposed to be. And then we actually see the scene just like from the other TV spot. Was it TV spot? I mean the Courage trailer or teaser, whatever it is, where this is army personnel, this helicopter, and he's shooting at the Muto, and we see Godzilla spikes. We actually see the same scene with, you can see the Muto in this little jet fall or something. And then we actually see Sarazawa with his binoculars. He's looking at something in the background. You can, this might be, this is probably the scene in Hawaii where the waves go up, and I think they're actually on this, I just forgot the word, aircraft carrier. Yeah, because in the background you can see the same exact city-like thing, and the people are kind of dressed the same way too. And then we actually see Godzilla roaring, but whoa, he looks a lot like a snake. His gums in the inside looks a lot like a snake. and he's roaring. I mean, I know it's very similar to the other TV spot. I forgot what TV spot that was. I think it was The Courage. Except he's literally looking right in front of you, like literally.
Godzilla.
Ooh, he's really a scary creature.
3D, May 16th.
And if you look in the little credits, it's actually interesting because it says Thomas told Brian. No, never mind. There was something. There was one of the characters. It says Aaron Taylor Johnson, Kim Watanabe. Let's see, there should be more. Elizabeth Olsen, Juliet, with David Strathairn and Bryan Cranston, music by. Okay, yeah. It says executive producers: Patricia Watcher, Alex Garcia, Yoshimitsu Bano, and Kenji Okuhira. So literally, they do get characters that are Japanese.
Set in IMAX 3D, May 16th.
Overall, guys, this is, oh my god, this trailer, it's just so amazing. So amazing. Wow. This is like, I'm so sorry, guys. This is a very long review. This is just a regular review. This is not even analyzing it. If I'm going to analyze it, this might be around 45 minutes. Oh my god, this is just an awesome trailer. Be sure to check it out. You know, why are you even watching this video? Like, just go check it out. Go check it out. Please, go check it out right now. Literally, go watch it. Go watch it. Then, if you're done, you can go back and watch my video if you want to, you know, be lazy, not analyze anything. Or if you didn't got some specific things or that you didn't notice. So anyways, and for this video, subscribe, like, and comment. This is Muto signing out.